Well, Mrs. Sharples?
Oh, they told me you were here.
In that case, I'm surprised you bothered coming up.
I happen to have brought a bowl of hot broth for Mrs. Lindley.
Well, I dare say she's very grateful, but I doubt very much if she'll need it.
You won't need it. I think she's the best judge of that.
What this woman needs is peace and quiet. What she doesn't need is neighbours poking their noses in every 5 minutes.
I beg your pardon.
The best thing you can do is take that back and drink it yourself.
I'll do no such thing. You might frighten somebody, you won't frighten me, you know. I've been ministering to sick folk on this street a sight longer than you.
Aye, I dare say. You've managed to survive, most of them, too.
And a fat lot of comfort they get from you and all.
It's my job to carry out the doctor's instructions. I'll leave soft words for those that have time to waste. Now, if you don't mind, I have a job to do.
All right, well, here we go, Mrs. Sharples. Third time lucky.
Aye, it had better be. This mission has given Eskimo pneumonia. Folk can think up enough excuses for keeping away from services, let alone blaming the boiler.
Look, you don't want to worry. I'll master this before I've finished. I've got a real touch with stoves, Mrs. Now, there you are. Look, what did I tell you? Oh! Oh! That's the damp, that is. You see, it's damp through it not being lighted. I'll have another do at it after it's cleared away.
Have you got it going? I told you Mr. Tatlock could manage it.
Well, he hasn't exactly managed it.
No, it's the damp, you see.
Oh, I've spent some happy hours in here.
You've what?
Oh, yes, lovely nights, curled up by the stove here. Oh, it used to get right hot at times.
What are you on about?
Well, the war arena. This used to be the air raid shelter. Surely you haven't forgotten.
And what's that got to do with happy hours?
Well, we did have some lovely times.
It wasn't a picnic for everybody, you know.
I'll bet this could tell a few tales.
Hey, it belonged to Bob Crosby, did that. He got killed on D-Day. Fell off a ladder when they were decorating the street.
You know, I've often wondered what it'd have been like if we hadn't have won.
Aye, I often think that, I know.
Aye, me too.
You know, these young'uns, they don't know the half of it. They wouldn't have had any of them gramophone records then, or electric guitars, and scarcely enough to eat, I dare say.
Well, we did, so we've got something to be thankful for, haven't we?
Hey, did you remember them incendiaries that fell down Rosamond Street?
Yes, we could do with some incendiaries round here. We might get that stove going.
Well, I've got to go and see a man about the job. I'll come back and do it this afternoon. Wind will happen to have changed by then.
And what's the wind got to do with it?
Well, you see, you're always liable to get a blowback when the wind comes from a certain direction.
I thought you said it was the damp.
Yes, well, so it were. Damp and wind.
You do tell me some tales, don't you? Anybody at home?
Oh, wait, give it us.
What is it you're doing?
Shut up.
Oh, this is where you are. I thought you were going to get my boiler lit. What's going on here?
I'm having a garden made.
I see. Well, I hope you've got permission because you're for it if you're not.
Well,
and have you thought about subsidence?
Eh?
Subsidence is mine workings underneath here.
Well, we'll have shifting a few flags and burying some rubbish.
Oh, think on. We'll all be on free callers if we give him his head. And what about my stove?
Oh, all right, then.
I'm very sorry I don't like to drag you away from your garden. If you don't want to do a job, you shouldn't offer, should you?
Oh.
Hey, that husband of yours will do himself an injury one of these days.
She means yours, love. I haven't got one. What's he up to now, Mrs. Sharples?
Well, Albert Tatlock's wangling and digging up his backyard. I hope he's got a union card because he'll be down to cold face in a few minutes.
Well, he'll soon get tired of that. For one thing, he's not had his tea yet.
Did you knock?
Yes, Mrs. Sharples.
Well, I never heard you. Knock harder next time. Are you with us?
Oh, I was wondering if Mr. Tatlock will invite me to sit in his garden.
You'll be able to have a tour of the caves when that Stan Ogden's finished. Now, pay attention, will you? What she want to go back for? She's only just come.
Mrs. Sharples, Mrs. Lindley is ill.
There's not much wrong with her. She can walk down this street.
Oh, she's wearing her pyjamas.
Well, she's a sight more covering on than you've got. Did you ask for a drink, love? Get an extra stout in there. Come on with me, love.
Well, really.
There you are.
Hello, Florrie.
Sit yourself down. Can you play dominoes? Here, Charlie, you better get that stout in.
Oh, no. This one's on me, Mrs. Sharples.
Thank you, you're a gentleman.
Milk stout,
I didn't
please,
want
sir.
to be on my own.
Well, you're not on your own, are you? You're with us. Now, there, you take a look at them and see if your luck's changed.
Thanks very much.